We are back in the bottom stand where we had the encounter with the big eight in the video that I just posted. Again, I apologize for the lack of footage or no footage of the big buck, but my 360 camera was just in the wrong spot. We're back down in here and we have a northeast wind instead of a northwest, and it's perfectly calm. So actually, the scent is just rising up. It's drifting a little bit, but it's going up. And as the sun comes through, I'm hoping it'll just pick it up right out of here. It's perfectly quiet in here, so hopefully I'll be able to hear something coming, especially if it's a buck on a doe. I think we'll sit here the first half of the day, and if we don't get it done, then we're going to get around and get aggressive and move around, get down, do some calling, probably still hunt this whole bottom from east to west. So, gotta get aggressive with the time we have. So, all of these scrapes over here are open back up, so that's a good sign. The other guys on the lease have been sending pictures of a ton of scrape activity the last 4 or 5 days. So, we'll see what happens. It's about 39 degrees, so it's just perfect. You wait all year for this morning right here. That was pretty cool. It's about 10:40. Had a little, maybe a 5-point, 6-point. Come cruising down this trail here after I did a little rattling sequence about 10 minutes ago. He came cruising up this trail right here. My wind's blowing this way. He walked all the way behind me until he got over on the other side of the tree, and then he winded me. He kind of bounced off over there, and he turned and went up the north end of the SMC with kind of the wind in his face. I'm starting to think this trail is a trail that these bucks might use to scent check all this whole area, just on the other side of the trail. I mean, I could have shot him. The wind is just off. I'd have to shoot him about sit it out a while longer. Well, we are all set up here in the spot we call the Black Snake. So this is a spot that I scouted out last year and found this big bend in the ravine. So we kind of wanted to set it up as a community spot. There's a ton of white oaks in here. I don't know how many you're dropping, but there's a big point over here. Trails go up across it, and a point right here, and it's real steep down here. So everything stays up on that point, and then stays out in front here. So it's a great spot to get down here in the timber. Good cruising spot, especially it's perfect for the wind we have. The wind's blowing like this, and the point comes down right over here. So if anything, you would expect the wind's blowing out of all the cover over there, and bucks might cruise that across that point right here, kind of sniffing that bedding. I could see some hogs down in here too, but I just decided to come here because there's a lot of people on the lease today, and including one guest, so everybody's out hunting, and I didn't want to infringe on anybody's area where I may be bow hunting or scouting or something like that, so I just wanted to stay in an area that I knew. And nobody's been down here. We don't know what's going on down here, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. One thing I like about it is there's no travel through here, so this is secluded. That's why I really like this spot. I hung in the saddle up here twice last year and saw a deer both times. So we'll see how it goes. It's a beautiful spot, that's for sure. So it should be interesting to see what happens. So check this out. This bobcat just exploded out of the brush. It ran about 5 or 6 foot up the tree, grabbed that squirrel, jumped off the tree, and that was that. I mean, it was unreal. That was crazy. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. 2 times in one hunt. These squirrels are getting a little too frisky. Obviously, they're drawing too much attention because they're getting picked off. That is crazy. That was pretty cool to see. Well, I just totally screwed up on my biggest buck ever. Cannot believe this. Actually, makes me sick to my stomach. This buck comes in down the ravine. I don't even know where he came from. All of a sudden I just hear something. There's been squirrels bouncing around everywhere. I look down and I just see tines down in the ravine. It's this huge buck, and I think he's walking this way, going up there. And he turns around and he starts coming up right here in front of me. So I grab my bow, and my broadhead punctures, kind of the tip gets stuck and punctures the side of the blind. So he hears it. He's on alert. Can't talk about it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I grabbed the gun because I brought both. He starts to leave. I turn and I put the gun on him. I squeeze the trigger, and I didn't chamber a damn round. I didn't chamber a round. He hears the click, and he leaves. How stupid can you be to screw up like I do? Totally, absolutely stupid. I mean, he was down there. He was right down there in the gully, going this way. He turns around, comes up over here. He gets right there, and I go to pull my bow up, and the broadhead gets stuck. The broadhead goes through the side of the blind. So he turns and bolts out there. So I grab the gun, get it out, and I didn't chamber a freaking round. I honestly don't even know what to say. I just can't seem to get it right lately. I cannot get it right for nothing. Cannot get it right. I screw everything up. I screw it up. I don't even deserve to be out here. Absolutely insane. I don't even deserve to be out here. I mean, footage of him or nothing. I'm just a total screw up. Total, absolute total screw up. Absolutely blows my mind. I can't do it. I can't keep going like this. I can't handle it. It's too much. It's too much. Well, good morning. Kind of an odd way to keep this video going, but it's about 8:30 or 9 o'clock already. I'm down here in the creek bottom, the black snake stand again. After last night, I kind of really lost my head there for a while last night. I was ready to pack my stuff and go home. I was pretty upset over the whole situation. Just for a lot of different reasons. I didn't really get any footage of the buck. Unless it was on my bow cam that I haven't checked yet, but I usually run my 360 camera. But I didn't want to have it in one of my shooting windows and risk, hitting it with my arrow or something like that. So I was like, I'm in a blind. It's not going to be hard to get footage, but the way it all went down just upset me pretty bad. So just went back to camp and kind of stayed by myself for a while before I even talked to anybody. But I shouldn't let it get to me like that. But I need a break this morning, so I'm just now checking in after being here for a couple hours. So, I'm not really doing you guys justice, giving up on doing anything or not putting in, the effort of what I really enjoy doing. So, we gotta keep going. No matter what, we gotta keep going as much as it hurts. So, we're gonna keep at it. Hopefully it'll be a good morning and I can move on from yesterday. Well, crap. I pulled the eyepiece and started the camera, but I don't think I ever hit record. I guess the 360 camera will check it out. I think she dropped right over there. Looks like a nice doe. I was trying to get the lead doe. There's 3 does skirting around the area. The lead doe was a nice doe, and the middle doe was maybe a yearling doe, and then the back doe was a good doe. We were just about to slip through the creek, last little window of opportunity, and I dropped her. I saw her kick back. I think she kind of kicked back her neck up and went straight down. So, whew. I waited. They come all the way through this whole, probably 70, 80 yards to see if there was a buck with them. And they were moving so fast that by the time I kind of determined that nothing was with them, they just about got out of range. So, but I think she dropped right over there. Yes. Oh man, it feels good to get on the board for the year. It doesn't matter what it takes. Rifle, bow, anything. When a deer's down, it's worth every second. What time is it? I didn't know what time. It's 9:45. I give it a minute in case a buck comes trailing that doe or anything. So, man, it feels good. I hope she's down right over there. Alright, we just hopped out of the stand. Got all our stuff together. We're gonna slip down here and see if we can find this doe. This little spot is perfect because there's a big drainage ditch right here. So when I come out of the stand, I drop down in this drainage right here. It stands up there behind me, so you could see that, I think. And I get down in here. I walk this drainage all the way down here, up there to get in the blind. And they were right at the top of this drainage whenever they were going across and be gone. So there's a couple of scrapes up here that I wanted to freshen up, so we'll hit those on the way, and hopefully we can get our hands on some feelings of success for once. Alright, let me pop up here and see if I can find these scrapes real quick. Alright, she should be right up here somewhere. Oh, yes. Yes. There she is, literally right at the head of the trail where I dipped down. I usually come in right here by this old log. And there she is. Oh man. Beautiful doe. All right. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful doe. Beautiful doe. One thing I noticed about these does when they came in was the coats on them were just beautiful, shining in the sunshine. And I tried to give it some time to see if there was possibly a buck with them, but there just wasn't. This would have been the prime opportunity. You'd think that a buck would have been following them, but man, just feel super blessed to
be here right now. And I always like to take the time before you kind of call everybody and bring everybody in to kind of just sit and enjoy the moment. Just take it as a reminder and how quickly all of this could be taken away, you know, in the blink of an eye. And man, every harvest bow, gun, doe, buck, spike, you know, anything, they all mean the same. They really do. So just super thankful to be here in a beautiful morning and have the chance to hunt. At least we're not gonna go hungry. Man, get her out of here, get her cleaned up, and come back for the afternoon. Beautiful. Thank you, Lord.